Hi everyone, it's still Pride Month, so I'll try and get this video in maybe half an hour before the deadline. So 2 years and 6 days ago, Danny on Twitter proposed that the United States should melt down all of its pennies and construct a girlfriend, a Lady of Liberty, with the collected material. Um, I've got two potential alternate history scenarios where the Statue of Liberty could be considered to have a girlfriend or have girlfriends in the latter scenario, and I'll run through them now. The statues, however, would unfortunately not be constructed out of pennies, yeah, for her point of view. So in the first scenario, the point of divergent necessary for the stars to align in the exact right way for such a structure to be built would be that a proposal similar to Danny's is put forward on Twitter in early 2016, the 130th anniversary of the statue's construction. And this proposal caught the Twitter zeitgeist, with street artists like Banksy and various figures across the world painting proposed partners, and there being social media challenges of people taking photos of female statues um, for to serve as potential partners for the Lady of Liberty, with statues of the Goddess of Democracy and Lady Justice on Old Bailey Court being popular favourites. In early 2017, when Trump took power, Trump would take power and issue anti-immigrant statements on Syrian refugees, including the Muslim ban, which is policy, and on South American immigrants crossing and Mexican immigrants crossing legally, mock the 2017 Women's March, and discuss ending Obergefell versus Hodges, the case which legalized same-sex marriage across the United States, and proposing making such a decision around same-sex marriage legalization a state matter rather than a settled federal court case decided perhaps close to 2 years ago. So this combination of social policies, which would be unpopular with New Yorkers, would influence the development of a grassroots funding campaign to build a statue for the Statue of Liberty, to build a girlfriend for the Statue of Liberty, as a direct rebuke of such a worldview, and as proposing an alternate worldview of the United States as being a more progressive and immigrant-friendly and feminist place. So this campaign was subsequently kicked off and signal boosted by celebrities such as Dolly Parton, Taylor Swift, Katy Perry, and other famous celebrities, and was promoted by activists as being a sign that America's greatest achievements lay before it. That we can be the greatest generation now, rather than a worldview saying that America's great achievements lay in the past, and would be constructed under such an underwave of sentiment and yes. In the second scenario, the Confederates lost the war much earlier, and in a much more significant way than they did in our timeline. This was due to a couple of reasons in this alternate history. Because of a tighter blockade on cotton exports, industrial espionage on southern railways, widespread deserting among upper and middle class slavers who were attempting to set up colonies in the proposed Golden Circle, and the earlier and more widespread arming and employment of escaped slaves in the Union Army. So the United States government, flush with cash and triumphant from settling an issue quickly and decisively, decided to do a victory lap and celebrate winning with a lavish monument celebrating its ideals and goals. Deciding to do this with its long-held ally France, the United States began shipping its disused munitions and machine guns from the American Civil War, and committed to sending troops to support France in a potential Franco-Prussian war. This show of force and alliance delayed uh, the Franco-Prussian War long enough for France to begin the process of building a monument alongside the United States. The French architect Bartholdi, grateful for the assistance of the United States in preventing or putting off at least a war, and the United States' recent destruction of slavery. The French architect Bartholdi proposed three statues, one representing each value of liberty, equality, and fraternity. And these statues were eventually approved, each taking up a corner of what is now timeline known as Liberty Island. This placing was quite unfortunate in this timeline, however, with equality being the closest to the land and mostly obscured, while Liberty was at the front of and the clearest and nearest to incoming ships, and fraternity to the right, both of which are clearly visible. This obscuring of the Statue of Equality is the subject of a fair amount of political comedy, and in this timeline's America is particularly referred to banking and stock sector occupying New York's Wall Street. While some depictions of these statues see them as sisters, other more edgy and newer versions or see them as amorously or exclusively, with the political symbolism often being expressed in art of them, where political symbolism can be expressed by which statues are embracing and which are excluded third wheels. Thank you for watching, and I hope you have a marvellous day.